Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
A couple of weeks ago, we seen Flacco do a video on the DRAKEO the Ruler situation. He described who he thought was the killer. This right here sparked a whole lot of conversation in the streets. Multiple people was talking about it. They couldn't believe that this guy was pinpointing who the killer's supposed to be. We haven't heard YG say anything about this. All this stuff is alleged. His name has been surrounding this situation. A lot of people tried to put him in it. I don't know if he is, and frankly, I don't really care. But I will say this. There's a song that he just put out basically stating, I ain't got nothing to do with it. It wasn't me, and I wish you guys would stop putting me in this. When I heard the song, I was like, man, what are you doing? I wouldn't even be talking. Leave it alone. Just, man, you good. You've been cool all this time. Why would you even make a song about it? Like, you don't have nothing to prove to nobody. And then I thought, was it this Flacco video that he seen that made him say, you know what, let me go and say something? Because one thing about the internet, you can't beat this internet. This internet is undefeated, man. Don't even try, man. Do not try to beat this internet. Let's go over here and check this out and see what's going on with this, man. Not saying that this is true, but let's go over here and be entertained and see what's going on with this stuff.
YG just made the biggest mistake of his life yesterday. This is top 3 dumbest thing a rapper has ever done. It doesn't get much dumber than this. This man dropped a record 5 years later talking about the murder of DRAKEO the Ruler and whether or not he had any involvement in it. And I'm here to tell you he said entirely too much. He got to dry snitching. Yeah, and I know a lot of people involved with YG. A lot of his rappers, homies involved in that beef is listening to this song like, hold on, cause did you just say what I thought you said? No, hold on, cause that ain't cool.
All right, stop right there. I don't think they be saying hold on, cuz, but let's just say it is his folks. How would they be looking at it? They probably will be looking at it like, man, what are you doing? But like I say, I don't think he have any involvement in it. And if he do, boy, you making it. Like I said earlier, I wouldn't be. Leave it alone, man. Let it go.
That ain't boo. YG, what you did last night ain't boo. Now, YG would describe certain details that is not consistent with the facts. And you ask yourself, why are you lying? Like, if you did, why are you lying?
Well, in developing news this morning, rapper DRAKEO the Ruler was stabbed to death after a backstage fight at an LA music festival Saturday. Police say the 28-year-old was fatally injured with an edged weapon and died after being taken to a local hospital. DRAKEO was among dozens of artists scheduled to perform at the Once Upon a Time in LA festival. After the incident, Live Nation and Snoop Dogg, who helped organize the event, decided to end the concert early. Officers from the LAPD and California Highway Patrol, some equipped with riot gear, kept a watchful eye on audience members as they evacuated the area. They were determined not to see a repeat of the recent Astroworld tragedy where fans were crushed in a panic.
This is still an ongoing investigation. This is by no means a cold case. This is not an unsolved mystery. I told y'all who murdered DRAKEO. Frankenstone. His homies confirmed to me that Frankenstone is the one who murdered DRAKEO.
All right. He said his homies is the one that told me this. Now, you know what? I sometimes, man, when people say stuff like this and you know that don't nobody know, let's just say, who know when you do something if your partners was with you? Now, I can believe that dudes, homies do be doing stuff like this. Some of them might be jealous of you. Some of them trying to get you out the way. You might, like I say, you might even knock one of their bras. They come home, they steady hearing their girlfriend, oh, your homeboy, wooty woo woo. He's so crazy. I seen him on the internet. Look at this. Or listen to his new song. I like this. Or when you get in her car, the phone come on and it's playing your partner's music, anything. So I do believe that dudes, homies do be doing stuff like that, man.
Everybody in LA knows that Frankenstone is the one who murdered DRAKEO.
I don't know who did what. I'm listening to you.
DRAKEO homies have said Frankenstone is who murdered DRAKEO. So this is no surprise. The only reason why this case is still currently unsolved
I'm trying to figure out that he's not incarcerated, so evidently he ain't did nothing, because they wouldn't be playing with this. They would have locked him up by now. They would have got him by now. If he was the one who did it, they would have came and been got him, and this would have been over with.
It's because various blood sets gathered up like a pack of hyenas at the Once Upon a Time festival, and they attacked DRAKEO in groups. The private investigator looked at the footage and he counted over 100 people attacking DRAKEO that night. Over 100. That's how consensus was. But there's already a prime suspect. They already know who did it. I think the only reason why he has not been arrested is because this conspiracy is being built. That's my opinion, though. Now, YG thinks that this song will get the police off his tail. In YG's mind, he thinks that because he dropped this record you're about to hear, the police will say, well, YG said he had nothing to do with it. Let's leave him alone. That's not how that works, YG.
Breaking news. Rapper YG is being accused of murder. Apparently, this took place right here in his hometown. Police officers said they are looking for more information. Him or his team have yet to make a statement.
They say I murdered this. They say I murdered that. Well, if that was true, you'd be a rat. And I'd be in the cell sleeping on the rag. But too bad that ain't a fact. All that talking on the app. The streets done, yes, a rat. They want to see me fall, the city whack. Same once brought the city back.
The idiotic, baffling arrogance of him thinking he's completely off.
He said they want to see me fall, the city whack. Who is he? He talking about they want to see me fall. Who want to see you fall, man? And what do the city got to do anything about it? About this?
Scotch-free because an arrest has not been made. Sir, you are not off scotch-free. There's a very realistic possibility that YG could be sitting in jail and arrested for this murder.
I got paid $600 for that show, so why would I tell it up though? And it's a fact you should know. Slim just died. I'm not worried about, bro.
When he says Slim, he's referring to Slim 400. So he's implying Slim 400 death had him occupied. That DRAKEO wasn't even his main focus. He wasn't even worried about DRAKEO because he was trying to get revenge for Slim 400. But the only problem with that is Slim 400 didn't die over a gang war. This was not a war that YG had to step in and man the front for. No, this was an incident where Slim 400 got killed by his girlfriend, baby daddy. This was not a situation where a gang member or an active gang killed Slim 400.
Rest in peace, Slim 400, man. Rest in peace to Slim.
And there was get back. No, this was like a domestic situation and the dude was arrested for it. So no, that was not a situation that occupied YG attention at all. This was not an ongoing war that YG had to focus on or put money into. No, DRAKEO was still the main focus.
I can't get the dough. Was finna hit the stage. Then I heard how y'all heard somebody got hit with a blade.
First off, really, sir? Really? You found out at the same time the world found out that DRAKEO got stabbed when all your homies were involved in the melee? Really, sir? Secondly, that's a lie. That line, that bar, right when I walked through the door about to hit the stage, that's when I found out DRAKEO got stabbed. That's a lie. And you place yourself somewhere you shouldn't have placed yourself. YG was set to perform at 9:35 p.m. That's when he was set to hit the stage. And the reason why that's important is because YG stated he just walked through the door and he was about to hit.
Well, when Flacco get a hold of your ass, man, man, what the? You basically, hey, man, either he got an investigator that's giving him info, if this is true, all this stuff is alleged, or somebody that's close in that camp wants to see this man fall. Furthermore, he might want to see himself fall. I wouldn't have made no album, no song talk. You ain't been talking about this.
The stage when they told him, yo, DRAKEO got stabbed. DRAKEO was scheduled to perform at 8:30. He was supposed
Rest in peace, DRAKEO, man. That was the hardest, man. Out of LA, man. Care what nobody say.
To be on stage by 8:30, but things were running behind. So DRAKEO didn't actually get there until 8:30 p.m.
Too much, but other than security, they were supposed to do their job. You know what I'm saying? We just got paid to come, and we didn't give know who was gonna be there. None of that. We just got paid to come.
Right.
DRAKEO got his money. He was gonna do his show if it was just two of us. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was gonna go.
But before that, like a lot of people say the energy was weird already. Like, did y'all
we
sense?
wasn't there. We was never there.
Oh,
we got there at 8:30. It was cracking at 8:32. Like type.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the type of.
DRAKEO walked in at 8:30. Things took off at 8:32. This incident, according to everybody involved, lasted no more than 5 minutes. So by 8:37, 8:38, the incident was over. DRAKEO was already stabbed to death and fighting for his life. By 9 p.m., police had damn near escorted everybody out. It was completely shut down. All the performances had been canceled. By 8:45 to 9 p.m., they was getting everybody out the building. The event had been completely shut down. Nobody could get in. Let me slow this down further. YG was set to perform at 9:30, 9:35. If YG was walking through the door and about to hit the stage, he would have hit the stage at 9:35 p.m. Impossible. YG and everybody at that event knew the event was canceled, performances was canceled, and everybody had to go before 9 p.m. It got canceled abruptly when the DRAKEO incident happened. Between 8:30 to about 8:38, 8:40, the event was canceled. Done. Nobody was being let in. So if YG was able to walk through the door, that's the same artist entrance that DRAKEO.
When y'all hear Flacco tell these stories, do y'all wonder where is he getting this info from? Because I haven't seen nowhere online the way he breaks it down. It's got to be somebody that's giving him this information if this stuff is true. If this stuff true and they come to find out that it's true, man, somebody is somebody giving up the goods, man.
And his homies walked through. Now, they said, DRAKEO and his homies, they said they walked through security that directed them over to this artist entrance. And when they was driving through, they seen YG's entourage with 400 merch on. They walked through the building, through security, and they seen YG's homies in the waiting area for the artist entrance with the merch on. Nobody said nothing to nobody, and they walked through the door. And right when they walked through the door, that's when the incident took place. So if YG was in the building, as he claims, he would have been in the building before DRAKEO got there or when DRAKEO got there. But he would have been in the building when this incident took place, not after the incident.
But that's not saying he did anything or had anything to do with it. They still got to prove this. That's why ain't nothing going on. That's why ain't nothing going on. They still got to prove this. It can't just be nobody on here just talking of what they think happened if you wasn't there and we ain't seen no video footage of nothing. All this stuff at this point is just talk of what people think. Unless you was there and you seen it with your own eyes, or unless you know actually what happened. The only way you can find that out is if somebody giving you the intel, the detail. Yeah, I clearly heard him say on the last video that the dude homies told him who did what. Somebody must want YG out the way real bad and using the internet to do it.
YG just put himself at the crime scene, which is stupid because he never performed. He never hit the stage. He could have very easily said, hey, bro, we got word what was going on and we turned around and we left. Too late now, bro. You already put yourself at the crime scene. And not only put yourself at the crimes, you put yourself at the crime scene at the same time everything is going on. Dummy. Why would you admit to that? Why? Y'all get to talking, thinking y'all.
Yeah, I wouldn't have made no song about nothing. I wouldn't have made a song trying to prove I'm innocent or any of that. It ain't that bad to try to get a hit song. Furthermore, nobody even cared. They don't like you. The fans of DRAKEO the Ruler don't like you. So trying to persuade them that you didn't do nothing, that wasn't a good move. When I heard that song, I said, man, what is this nigga doing, man?
I did basic research to uncover that. Just basic research. Impossible. You was not walking through the artist entrance at 9:30, 9:35. The event was already shut down. So you just admitted and confessed you was there. Either before DRAKEO got there plotting or you was there during the DRAKEO incident. Now, somehow YG want us to believe his personal security, who's been with him for, I don't know, a decade plus, he was present. He is on camera during the melee. His homies is on camera during the melee. But somehow his personal security bodyguard was there during the altercation, but YG want us to believe that he was nowhere near. Man, cut it out, bro. Now, YG would even continue, and he would address Sting team members, like claiming that his security gave people knives and he's the one who orchestrated this, he will say they snitching and he will tell them, come and run my fade instead of snitching on me. Well, how can they snitch if it's not true? Wouldn't that just be a lie then?
I heard man YG paid. Stop lying. Come on, YG fade. I'm at war. I'm at war. Motherfucker, I'm at war. I'm at war. I'm at war. Motherfucker, I'm at war. Up the score. Up the score.
Crying on a record about being falsely accused of being involved in a murder while also chanting, I'm at war, up the score.
And that shit say, hey, listen, man, y'all go to the Poetic Flacco page. Let me blow this up. Y'all go watch the rest of this, man. Like, I'm at war, up the score, and all that, man. That dude crazy, man. When they find themselves in a situation that they can't get out of, they ain't gonna have nobody but to blame but they self. Why the hell would you make a song talking about I'm at war, up the score, and all this old dumbass shit? Man, these dudes is crazy, man. I wouldn't have did it. I would have just shut the hell up and let the police do their job. You trying to convince these people that you ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Just shut up. You've been cool all these years. What did you making a record for? Talking about you at war. At war with who? The fans, the people, the internet? That's why I say this internet will never lose, man. But anyway, man, I'm going to get up out of here, man. Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. Y'all subscribe to the channel. I'll catch y'all all on the next one.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.